What's going on, guys? Night Soul Gaming, and this is my third video today. I've decided that I wanted to upload a few new videos because there's been a bit of a content drought on my channel lately, and I just thought you guys might enjoy having a little bit of a discussion with me. In this video, we're going to be discussing my 3 favorite games of the past 5 years. Or 4, technically, so if you want to count one of them as a separate from the original. Alright, so, to begin with, we have, and you guys saw this in my last video, Monster Hunter World, which is definitely one of my favorite games over the past 5 years. As you know, I love Monster Hunter. I love the idea of it. I love the content. It's so much fun. The game is addictive, and I've invested a lot of time into it. And I recommend this game wholeheartedly. It is definitely worth the money, and the expansion Iceborne is worth it even more so. If you haven't played Monster Hunter World yet, I highly recommend you give it a try. The world is incredible. The characters don't really matter too much in my opinion because the game's story isn't what I play it for. If you're looking for a good story, you're not going to find one in Monster Hunter, but if you're looking for a satisfying, addictive gameplay loop that keeps you entertained for hundreds of hours, Monster Hunter World is the game for you, and I highly recommend it. Next up, we have FromSoft masterpiece, in my opinion, Bloodborne. The Souls-like game that is absolutely incredible, and I know it is technically a Souls game, but it's not Dark Souls, it's Bloodborne. So, Bloodborne is an outstanding game. I played through it, I want to say, at least 12 times. Played through it with friends, played through it by myself, completely blind. It is an outstanding game. And it is definitely among my top 10 best games of all time, personally. In fact, any game in this video is probably going to be in my at least top 20 games of all time. But the last one I'm going to talk about is in the top 3. But Bloodborne is at least in the top 10. I'd probably say it's number 8 or 9. I love the gameplay, how violent and graphic it is. I love how visceral the game is. I love pretty much everything about it. The atmosphere is incredible. The lore is great. The bosses are absolutely amazing for the most part. There's a couple stinkers, but every Souls game has at least 1 or 2 of those. But I highly recommend giving Bloodborne a try if you have not already. It is worth the money. The DLC is probably one of the best DLCs FromSoft has ever made, and you will not regret this purchase. And now moving on, we have Dark Souls in general. I know it's Dark Souls 3 I'm showing here, but this is about all 3 Souls games in general. Not so much 2, even though I love Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls is a challenging game. You don't need me to tell you that. It's pretty much what it's known for. But it's also a very, very fun game, and it's just enjoyable to play. It's fun to play with friends. Dark Souls 1 has a lot of issues, and personally, I really am a little bit jaded towards Dark Souls in some ways. I love the series. And I can't wait for Elden Ring, which comes out in February if you guys didn't know about it. And it's basically FromSoft's next step up in the series, but massively improved. But Dark Souls has always been one of those games where it pretty much revolutionized the challenge in gaming. And there's so many memes surrounding it because of the challenge that some of it's honestly become not even funny at this point. I love Dark Souls. Dark Souls 1 and 2... Dark Souls 3 was my personal favorite, especially because of the boss fights. And the PvP was great until the recent glitches over the past year or so really began to surface with the offhand bow recovery glitch, the one-shot Sacred Flame glitch, and all this other crap. If you want to play Dark Souls PvP, I really would recommend sticking to maybe the soul level 60 or so, because most of the people that do that kind of stuff aren't in that soul level range. Dark Souls is a great series. It's a great game. I can't wait for the next one. And I hope you guys can have an interesting discussion about this in the comment sections. And now we move on to one of the top 3 games ever, in my opinion. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. And this game is really, really damn special. Not only is the story and the world absolutely incredible, the voice acting is amazing, the music takes me away every time, and it's just one of the best games I've ever played. It's so fun, the story is so replayable, Your choices actually matter, and in most RPGs these days, they really don't. But The Witcher 3 got it down. Like, this game is amazing. It's 2 DLCs, Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine are absolutely amazing. And very much worth it. The whole game, it's a very long game. Like, if you do want to do everything, it could take you up to 100 plus hours to finish. And that's just in the base playthrough, not even talking about New Game Plus or any of that stuff, which I haven't even played yet. I've played through the game 3 times, and I love every minute of it. I love the story, I love the characters, and the game has real depth to it. Like, your choices make such a difference. Sometimes it decides the fates of entire communities, or just of one character, and even the ending of the game, which I just absolutely love it. I could praise this game for hours on end and I would not stop talking about it, because there's nothing wrong with it as far as I can tell. Now, there may be flaws that I have not been witness to, but in my opinion, The Witcher 3 is one of the best games ever made. Especially in the last decade. That is for damn sure. Now that we've talked about these games, there was one last little thing I wanted to discuss, and that was the fact that Monster Hunter may have been the first game I showed off in this video, but it is still easily in the same tier as The Witcher 3, as one of my favorite games of all time. Thank you for everyone for watching. I very much appreciate it, and I will talk to you next time. Peace.